பேசுங்க. Check, check, check. Hello, testing, check. Hello, hello. Testing, testing.
Hello, hello, testing. Hello, mic testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. 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 Hello? Hello, mic testing. Hello? Hello?
check. இல்லைங்க சார் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க.
ஆன் பண்ணுங்க கீழே.
Check. Hello, check.
Hello? Hello, check. Hello? Mic testing 1, 2, 3. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Check, check. Check, check.
Check, 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 check. Check, 1, 2, 3, check.
Hello? Hello? Thank you. நீங்களும் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. Hello?
Hello, hello. Check, check.
Hello, check. Check. It's checked already. பார்க்கறதுக்கா? Okay. Hello.
Check.
Good evening. Check. Check, check.
Good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening, all.
Check. Check, check. Mic testing. Check.
Hello. Check. Mic check.
Check, check. Check.
Hello, check. Good evening, one and all present here. Very good evening to one and all present here.
Good evening, one and all present here.
All are requested to get seated, please. All are requested, the students are requested to get seated, please. Students are requested to get occupied their seat. Hello. Hello, check.
Students are requested to occupy their seats.
Dear students, please occupy your seats. Hello, mic testing. Good evening.
check. Hello, testing, check. Check, check. Hello, mic testing.
Hello, mic testing. Good evening, one and all present here. A warm welcome to one and all present here. Hello, good evening. Mic testing.
Check, check. Mic testing. Good evening. Students are requested to occupy their seats.
Students, please occupy your seats. It's time for us to start the program. Students are requested to get seated, please. Hello. Good evening, one and all present here. All are requested to occupy the seats. Good evening.
Good
Hello,
evening.
check.
Good evening. Students are requested to occupy their seats, please.
Hello all. Students are requested to occupy their seats. Hello, Chair. Mic testing.
Hello.
Check, check. Good evening. Check, check. Students are requested to occupy their seats, please. Check. Please be seated. Check, check. Check. Mic testing, check. 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 Good evening. Check.
Hello. Good evening, one and all present here. See, students are requested to occupy the seats, so we are getting close to the event. Hello. Students are requested to get seated, please. They are requested to occupy their seat, please. Hello, mic testing. Kind attention all. All the students are requested to get seated in the right place allotted for them. It seems that you are sitting along with your friends. You please get organized according to the seat number provided for you. Kind attention to all. All the students are requested to occupy the seat. We are soon going to start the event. It seems you are getting seated along with your friends. Please get dispersed and get seated in the right place allocated for you.
Students, please occupy your allotted seats.
Good evening to one and all present here. I welcome all of you to the award ceremony 2022 Electrical and Allied Engineering Programs. Attention tutors. Tutors are requested to hand over the mic acknowledgement forms from the northern side to Dr. M. Santan Lakshmi and from the southern side to Dr. S. Hemachitra. Tutors are requested to hand over the acknowledgement forms from the northern side to Dr. M. Santan Lakshmi and from southern side to Dr. S. Hemachitra. Please ensure that no student enters or leaves the quadrangle after 4:45 p.m. I repeat, please ensure that no sit in the right place. Immediately, you are requested to occupy the right seat allotted for you. Good evening to one and all present here. I welcome all of you to the awards ceremony 2022 Electrical and Allied Engineering programs. Attention tutors. Tutors are requested to hand over the acknowledgement forms from the northern side to Dr. M. Santan Lakshmi and from southern side to Dr. S. Hemachitra immediately. Please ensure that the no student enters or leaves the quadrangle after 4:45 p.m. I repeat, please ensure that no student enters or leaves the quadrangle after 4:45 p.m. Students are requested to maintain silence first of all, then only the comments or the instructions given will reach you. Students are requested to maintain silence. There are few important instructions being available to you. Please maintain silence.
Attention graduates. Before we begin the awards ceremony, graduates are requested to adhere to the following announcements. Maintain silence throughout the ceremony. Keep your cell phones switched off. Do not leave the quadrangle after 4:45 p.m. Remain wearing the robe till the end of the ceremony. Personal photographs and videos are strictly not permitted inside the quadrangle. Professional photographers are assigned to take your photograph during the award ceremony. Ensure that your seat number tallies with the allocated seat and remain seated in the designated seat till the end of the program. When the dignitaries enter the quadrangle, please stand up and remain so till the dignitaries occupy their seats on the dais. To receive the award, you are informed to make use of the steps to your left side to reach the stage and climb down the steps to your right side while getting back to your seats. During the presentation of the awards, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding as we are celebrating the accomplishments and academic achievements of you and your fellow students.
After the certificates are distributed, the principal will administer the pledge. Only the graduates need to stand up while taking the pledge. A copy of the pledge is available in the file, which you will receive in a short while. After the pledge, you are requested to remain standing until informed. The principal will continue to read out further, which need not be repeated. At the end of the program, after the national anthem, remain standing till the dignitaries leave the quadrangle. I am repeating, at the end of the program, after the national anthem, remain standing till the dignitaries leave the quadrangle. In case of conflicts or missing certificates, don't panic. Contact the academics section at the end of the program. We request you to extend your full support and cooperation throughout the program. Thank you. Hello. We request the audience to raise as the dignitaries proceed towards the quadrangles and remain standing until they occupy their seats on the dais. We request the audience to raise as the dignitaries proceed towards the quadrangle and remain standing until they occupy their seats on the dais. Please be seated. A pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. K.V. Anusuya and Dr. P. Saravanan, Associate Professors from the Department of ECE, PSG College of Technology, signing in for MC. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the award ceremony 2022. Electrical and Allied Engineering programs at PSG College of Technology. Award ceremony is a celebration for every student on harvesting the crops that are nurtured and grown with their talents, skill sets, and opportunities. This is a much awaited event in every student's life to avail the returns for their invested hard work and academic discipline. Also, this day anticipates from every student a greater sense of deliverable responsibilities towards their family and society. According to I.N. Thiruvalluvar, who rightly declared 2000 years back in Tirukkural, ஒருமைக்கான் தான் கற்ற கல்வி ஒருவருக்கு ஏமையும் ஏமா புடைத்து. Meaning, the joy of learning in one birth exalts a man up to his seventh birth. With this great saying, let us kickstart the event.
All good is born in prayer, and all good springs from it. To begin this auspicious occasion, let's invoke the blessings of the Almighty with a prayer song, Tamil Thai Valtu. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request all of you to please rise for the invocation.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்வரதக் கண்டமும் திக்கணமும் அதிதிகண்ட திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க திரு திரை முதலும் தரிப்பனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ்மடக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பி அந்த செயல் மறந்த வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you all. May I now request our beloved Head of the Department of ECE, Dr. V. Krishnaveni, to deliver the welcome address.
A pleasant evening to one and all present for the award ceremony 2022. This is one of the important milestones and memorable day in students' life where they are acknowledged for having successfully meeting out all the requirements in their course of study and receiving their degree with their lovable parents witnessing. For this wonderful occasion, we have amidst us an eminent person, Mr. Sri Vallabha G. Kulkarni, Senior General Manager and Head of Product Development, IT, Automotive and Farm Equipment Sectors, Mahindra and Mahindra Limited, Chennai, as Chief Guest. On behalf of the management, principal, faculty, staff, and students, I extend a warm welcome to our Chief Guest, Mr. Sri Vallabha. Welcome you, sir. Sir, we thank you for accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule and honoring us with your gracious presence for this memorable occasion. I invite Dr. B. Vinod, Professor and Head of Robotics and Automation Engineering, to welcome the Chief Guest with a bouquet. Thank you, Dr. Vinod. It's my honor to welcome our Managing Trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, who is the pillar of support for all the activities in our campus. Welcome you, sir. It's my pleasure to welcome our beloved Principal, Dr. K. Prakashan, who motivates, inspires, and guides us in all our endeavors. Welcome you, sir. I'm happy to welcome all the invitees, guests, press, our deans, HODs, controller of examination, director care, faculty colleagues, and staff for this evening function. With immense pleasure, I extend a warm welcome to our students and their parents. Dear students, it's your day, where you are the subject of pride in the eyes of your parents and teachers for having successfully completed your degree. It's the time to recall all the cherishing moments in the PSG Tech campus and also the hard efforts that you have put in to earn this degree. Also, time to think of all the contributions and sacrifices your family has made to make you reach these heights. With these few words, once again, I welcome you all for the award ceremony 2022. Thank you.
I take immense pleasure in requesting our principal, Dr. K. Prakashan, to address the graduates and declare the award ceremony open.
Respected Chief Guest for the award ceremony, Mr. Sri Vallabha G. Kulkarni, Senior General Manager and Head of Product Development, IT, Automotive and Farm Equipment Sectors, Mahindra and Mahindra Limited, Chennai, Heads of PSG institutions, Deans, Director of Exams, Controller of Examinations, Heads of Departments, members of faculty, staff, invitees, parents, press and media, and my dear graduates. Good evening, and it is my pleasant privilege to join Dr. V. Krishnaveni, HOD ECE, in welcoming you all for this award ceremony. Before we go to the function, it is my duty and happiness to present a very brief report of the activities of PSG Tech for the academic year 21-22. When we joined the campus in 2017, maybe for the sandwich program, and for the 4-year program 2018, I'm sure some of us would have talked to you, addressed you in the orientation program, either in this location or in the Sarvajana School campus once it happened. So you would have imbibed the experiences that we shared with you at that point of time, and it is evident from your achievements. At present, PSG College of Technology offers 20 undergraduate programs and 32 PG programs and PhD programs. Overall student strength stands at 7,774, which includes 2,806 girls and 4,968 boys. All the departments of the college are recognized for doctoral research work. It includes 23 full-time scholars and 36 part-time scholars. Research is important. College is doing well with the excellent support of management, 538 teaching faculty and 349 supporting staff. And this meeting is special because 2019 we had the award ceremony, and in the year 2020 it was planned, but due to the COVID we couldn't organize, and after post-COVID this is the first event we are conducting in a large scale. So I thank all of you for understanding the challenges and cooperating with us throughout your studies. I thank all the stakeholders, parents, industry, alumni, teachers, students, and every one of you. This year we have started a new program in BE Computer Science. It is specialized with AI and machine learning as the time demands. And this year admissions will be there. And all the eligible programs are accredited by NBA, and whichever is due, we have applied and waiting for the committee to inspect. Performance of students, it was good. Overall result or the pass percentage stood at 97.14%. For an engineering school, it is very important to have placement as a major activity, and achievement in placement speaks about the relevance of curriculum and the contribution towards GDP. In the year 21-22 academic year, in the engineering stream, 1,435 students graduated and 1,137 opted for placement. In that, 954 students have been placed through campus. It is still going on. The average salary is 8.23 lakhs per annum, median salary is 6.5 lakhs per annum, and the highest salary offered is 57.5 lakhs per annum. Coming to rankings, National Institutional Ranking Framework by Government of India, we are ranked 57 in engineering this year. Anna University, many of you would have read, your alma mater is doing well. And Anna University has ranked engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu for the year 2022. And PSG Tech is ranked in third place. We are with Anna University, MIT, then PSG comes. So that is a matter of pride for all of us. There are various rankings, Atal ranking, then the rankings by various magazines. Everywhere we are doing well, within top 10 in the nation. To strengthen the academics, we have done academic audit by eminent vice chancellors and they have given excellent feedback about the process. To comply with the environmental norms, we did energy audit, and the findings are really heartening, and we are in the right path. Thanks to the management and the previous leaders who took the initiative on creating a green campus. Library, we have more than 2 lakhs of books, lot of journals, digital resources which happened during the lockdown, and learning resources are infinite. We are a member of NDLI, National Digital Library of India, and National Library and Information Services infrastructure for scholarly content. So there is no barrier. You can access from your login, you can learn like that. Things have been changed. R&D, college is approved for the doctoral work, approved by ACT for 59 nodal centers. We are one among them for QAP. At present, totally we have 539 scholars pursuing their PhD in full-time and part-time modes. Faculty published 786 papers in national and international journals and conferences. 13 MOUs are signed, and equipment worth 1.52 crores we have added. There was a delay because of the COVID, but still we are able to continue our pursuit of excellence. And 5 research projects worth 5 crores are sanctioned, and some more are in the pipeline. More than 1,000 organizations used our services for faculty training and consultancy, and the Institution Innovation Council, which is nurturing the patenting startups, it is in place, and with NASCOM, we have signed the MOU for this. Technology transfers are done regularly on various products and services. Scholarships, very important for the student support system. 1,207 UG and PG students received scholarships from various government sources. I thank all the government agencies, DOT, Director of Technical Education, Anna University, ACT, UGC, and all other departments. Shri Padma Bhushan Shri Shivanadar, an alumnus of PSG Tech and founder of HCL, has instituted GRD Centenary Scholarship during the Golden Jubilee celebration. So, as a part of that, 20 students are receiving scholarships worth more than 16 lakhs under Shri Shivanadar scholarship. Alumni Association also equally supporting students with about 19 lakhs worth scholarship. Students did extremely well in various activities, NSS, NCC, and other co-curricular and extracurricular activities, sports. Due to lack of time, I want to make it very brief. Dr. M.D. Kannan, Major Dr. M.D. Kannan has been awarded with DG NCC Commendation Card for his meritorious services. You can give a big hand. And Cadet M. Bharat, second year BE production, has been selected as the best cadet to represent Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and Andaman. Sports, to put it in a nutshell, it was eventful, though many of the activities were limited to Coimbatore. But we developed a fitness app, PSG Tech Fit, and it was developed by the Coding Club. That is a new initiative by the students, and it was launched on 26th of January. People can use and improve their physical fitness. Alumni Association, lot of reunion happened. Various batches pending they have done. And the distinguished alumni, we have more than 600. They participated in the program. Best Project Awards. Then the new attempt to create an album, which is a digital version of the conventional method. Now we have 32,000 records for various batches. It is in the digital form, you can see in your mobile phone, and various patents have been applied, some are published, some are approved. So to conclude, as I mentioned, when you enter the portals of this great institution, you have been mentored by many teachers, and that is why you are here with proud. What we taught you is how to handle a complex situation. When I say complex, it is mainly uncertainty. There is no written answer for this. And need to do things with perfection. When you cross a river of unknown depth, the most important thing is you have to feel the pebbles. Means you have to put every foot confidently, feel the bottom, then you go forward. COVID-19 and the consequences taught us various lessons. I think our complete strength, we have tried to face this situation. When Sir Isaac Newton inferred the law of gravitation, gravity was there before him, no doubt. But when he watched various objects falling from height when they are released, then he found there is a law. That is how the law of gravitation came. Similarly, there is a law governing all of us, but we have to watch very carefully. So like Newton's law of gravitation, you can also come up with your own understanding of our life. That is very important, and every being has to obey this law. You have to experience this. All the struggles of life is to get that experience, and you can declare to the world that I experienced it proudly. While getting this experience, what is so great? While you do so, you will do a lot of good things to the society. That is what is expected. So this is my message. Experience it naturally and be blessed all the time. I thank all of you, all the stakeholders, management, staff, all the government regulatory bodies, as I thanked earlier, and I wish you all the best in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Sir, has to open up. Now we request the principal to declare the ceremony open.
This award ceremony of PSG College of Technology has been called to confer the certificates in the Faculty of Engineering and Technology upon candidates who in the examinations recently held for the purpose have been certified to be worthy of the same.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we deem it a privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest of the award ceremony, Mr. Sri Vallabhaji Kulkarni, Senior General Manager and Head of Product Development, IT, Automotive and Farm Equipment Sectors, Mahindra & Mahindra Limited, Chennai. Sri Vallabha Kulkarni works as a Senior General Manager at Mahindra & Mahindra Limited, one of the largest and most multinational federation of companies with a leadership position in farm equipment and utility vehicles. He graduated from Karnataka University with specialization in mechanical engineering and later pursued an executive MBA from SP Jain Institute of Management and Research. Having 29 plus years of in-depth experience, Sri Vallabha in his current role is responsible end-to-end digital product development, IT portfolio for both automotive and farm sectors with a focus on creating sustainable IT solutions and processes for the future. He manages technology solutions in the areas of CAD, CAM, CAE, PLM, knowledge-based engineering, digital manufacturing, engineering analytics, virtual reality, global collaboration, connected to IT solutions, electric vehicles, and integrations. Sri Vallabha has previously worked for Tata Motors and Tata Technologies before joining Mahindra. As a part of various assignments in Tata Technologies, worked for clients like Ferrari, Chrysler, General Motors, JLR, etc. And more recently, in 2022, he received the Big CIO 100 Innovators Award and IT Professionals of the Year Award. Sir, with immense pleasure, we welcome you wholeheartedly to address the gathering.
Good evening all. Dr. K. Prakashan, Principal, PSG College of Technology, respected HODs, distinguished deans, faculty members, parents, guests, and the graduating students of class 2022. It is a great occasion and a very rare privilege and an honor for me to be present on this occasion as a part of your team and share few thoughts on this celebration day. I thank Dr. K. Prakashan and the college management for giving me this opportunity. Let me first start congratulating all the students who are graduating today as a part of 2022 batch and all the award and prize winners. You are also very special batch as most of the period or half of your period you people have spent during the pandemic and still succeeded in cracking the graduation. So congratulations to all of you. You had many adversities, various challenges, and you all adapted to different circumstances. Because when you started your graduation in 2018 or 17 for 4-year and 5-year programs, at that time, no one was imagined that there is going to be a pandemic and the whole world is going to change towards the digital way of learning. And you guys adopted so quickly, also the faculties and the management and throughout the India, the institutes, to a different way of learning and teaching. So a big round of applause to all of you. It is also very fascinating to listen to all the achievements which PSG did from Dr. Prakashan, and definitely the institute stands in a different orbit altogether when we look at other institutes in the state and outside. Today I got an opportunity to visit most of your labs and departments and interacted with some of the faculty members and the research students. And definitely this brings in me the confidence that this is one of the best institute which you people have got an opportunity to study. This statement you may not realize now, but down the line after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you will definitely get connected to PSG, and at that time you will admire that how they shaped your career for the long run. So now coming back to my address, so I thought since this is an electrical and aided courses ceremony, graduation ceremony, let me talk on a few topics related to digital. So basically, we are in the digital world and nobody can deny or ignore or avoid the digital world, and we are all connected. So let me take why we have to adopt digital and how we have to take benefit out of that, and to take that benefit as a student graduating community, how you guys need to shape into a kind of a innovative mode or a sustenance mode or a different approach and make your career a successful one. So as already the COVID has compressed all our way of thinking into a kind of a 2-year package. During the COVID pandemic, start of COVID pandemic to the current state of endemic, if we consider it as 18 months to 24 months, whatever earlier we used to do for 8 years, 10 years or 5 years, has everything got compressed into a 2 years. So it means it has created a space within us. Like if we have a 24 hours a day, And we used to do some reading for 12 hours. Actually, that space has gone to a kind of a 3 hours or 4 hours. And we got an extra space to absorb knowledge or new things in the remaining period. So keeping that momentum of what this digital transformation has given as a part of the COVID, we need to take that and if I word it in a way, it was like a walk, run and fly, and during this COVID period and currently we just walk and run, but I think you guys need to fly now and take advantage of the future things coming up. So why I am talking about digital, right? Digital world and digital technology. Earlier, when we used to do the product development, or currently also we are doing product development, but typical cycle of bringing a new vehicle into a market is about 4 years. And if you see Mahindra and Mahindra story, last 2 years we launched 4 blockbuster products. And that we did during the pandemic period, okay? And how could we do that during the pandemic period? So what is that converted, right? We used to run a lot of vehicles physically built and run them on the road and then test them and then come up with modifications and then finally certify that this is worth of deploying on the road after the certification. But because of the pandemic period, we just did the reverse engineering. We could start back tracing the data, right? So vehicles comes up with lot of chips nowadays, lot of sensors, and then connect that sensors to take the data back into the system and evaluate, run your algorithms of AI, ML and see that how you can cut short on the inequality issues or something. Just to give an example, when we develop a vehicle, we have to run them in different terrains. For example, some vehicles will run thousands of kilometers in desert, some will run in snow hilly areas, or some will run in Uti and Kodaikanal, some will run in salt, the beach side salt, because that will create some rust kind of a things. And after running thousands kilometers, then only we used to able to analyze and how to change your material, how to fine tune your engine. Many other aspects will come in, but because of the digital, we connected back and get into the data into the faster pace and make sure that you launch the vehicles fast. And now 5G is coming up and so many more exciting things are on the card. The other aspect is the farmers. The agriculture is one of the main source of income for the Indian GDP. Earlier, farmers or the agriculture revenue used to be 70% of the total GDP, but now so much of a technology enhancements and other sectors have taken over, even though still they contribute to 30 to 35% of the GDP. But the government aim is to improve the farmers' income. Okay, they want to double the farmers' income. That is one of the initiative. And now look at what is happening in their areas, right? All farmers are nowadays having 1 or 2 smartphones, and they are having on their fingertips, they can see that what kind of a commodity price fluctuation is happening and in which market they should go and sell their products. So that is on the commodity, the indicators are coming up. But from you as a graduating communities, how you should look at this opportunity? How to introduce the smart farming facilities, right? So this is where you can start thinking of. One is like predicting the rain forecast or weather forecast, or using your computer vision and visioning capabilities. Are there anything wrong going on with the crops? Is the irrigation sprinklers need to be switched on 6 weeks before or 1 week before? Kind of a scientific thinking, you can do it. So like that, and also Indian farmers are having a small kind of a farmlands, So think of geofencing the farmlands and enable them with the IoT and other kind of a solution so that farmers take advantage of that and their the yield improvement in their yields. As you are all aware, already a lot of two-wheelers in the EV market have hit Indian market, and very exciting days for the three-wheelers and four-wheelers are also on the line. So now, all these years IC engines, and which is basically physics and mathematics, but now the chemistry is coming into picture because you are going to have battery cells and physics, chemistry and mathematics, how the new things are going to come up and how quickly you can design your product and launch your product. Because whole concept of the general product development and the EV product development is entirely different, and this is one space where we as industry people are also relearning ourselves. So we are unlearning what we did in IC engines, and what we are trying to relearn. And to do that relearning, lot of collaboration is going to happen. And regarding the education front, digital in education, you people have already faced that one, and you are very much aware that how digital is playing an important role. So now, with that basically, and also in coming years, level 1, level 2 kind of autonomous vehicles will also come in, and they are also going to generate a lot of data. And how to use that data and make sensible decisions is another aspect. On the biomedical side, till now we never used to have a doctor consultancy over the phone or the video calls. And during the COVID pandemic, and most of the doctors were consulting through the video conferencing, and also the medicines are getting delivered to home through the different channels. So digital from end to end, whether it is a education sector or a finance sector or an automotive sector or an energy sector, you take any sector, digital is playing an important role, and it is basically the data which is a kind of an oil for next 20 to 30 years. So now, this is with this context, now how are we going to use this digital technologies, and what is that industry is looking at, right? Industry is maturing, okay, and some are early adopters, and they have already taken the lead of using the data, and some are the followers. But followers can also take over the lead in coming days if they start adopting the kind of a digital transformations which industry and market is looking at. Just to give how we took advantage of digital is, even this is a pre-COVID period, India was supposed to go from BS4 to BS6 directly from the emission norms are concerned. And already Europeans were on the Euro 6, and all the global companies had the technologies required engines and powertrains to meet the combustion, the regulatory requirements. But for India or the Indian OEMs, it was a challenge because we had to directly jump from BS4 to BS6, and the time period was about 24 months. And during that 24 months, you have to have your new powertrain or a new engine, and then you have to run the engine and validate that engine for the emission norms. And then you have to fit that engine into a vehicle, and then you have to run thousands of kilometers, and then you have to get it certified. So this is where the digital, we took the advantage of digital, and we could, in a frugal manner, we could meet our requirements. So that is one example. Because why that is important is you have to make sure that you get into the market in a much faster way, and at the same time you have to go with the right quality, because if you go with a wrong quality, then market is going to reject you. So the other aspect why industry looks at digital transformation as a part of their business growth strategy is, one is the revenue share they need to increase. Second thing is they need to maintain the quality. The third thing is the cost optimization. We cannot offer, or any industry cannot offer excess cost, right? So how are we going to optimize your cost and still you manage the show? So that is where basically comes is the using the latest technologies, whether it is analytics are concerned, or it is advanced analytics, or the new generation tools to come up with predictive analytics. Many things will be there, and there are hundreds of use cases, not hundreds, actually thousands of use cases in every engineering domain and in every sector. And you as a graduating student, you should look at what are those opportunities and which you should look at pursuing. So the other aspect comes is in vehicles, compared to the earlier days, software and hardware are playing a very important role. And what we are traditionally tuned is to test the mechanical way of testing the vehicles and running the vehicles. But you are going to have two different animals in the car or the vehicle, which is basically softwares and the hardwares. And how are you going to integrate those things? In the end, what the hardware and software is going to do, it is basically going to sense it, then it will send it to some logic, and based on that logic, some action is going to happen. But that is one sensor story. Like that, in the vehicle, you are going to have hundreds of sensors, and when you are running your vehicle on the road, that is vehicle to vehicle, it's a infinity kind of a combination. And how are you going to address those kind of a scenarios? So that is where the image processing, 5G technologies, and many other things are playing. Edge computing, cloud computing, faster decision-making things, all these are coming up. So that is another exciting area where industry is looking at coming up with the new things. So on the other hand, how you can also optimize on your productions using the different process simulations, plant simulation techniques, and anticipate that already I have a plant which is manufacturing a couple of products, but how can I introduce another 2 more products in an optimized way and cut short on my putting a new plant and optimizing my cost. So that is another way of looking at cost optimization. The third aspect is you are managing your supply chains and the market demand. So that is also where the earlier what used to happen is only their company or their industry data used to be available in the market or in the free portals that, okay, with respect to automotive, this is happening. With respect to paints, this is happening. With respect to energy or electric energies, this is happening and all. But since the down the line connected tier 1, tier 2 bases are not so tightly integrated, but now because of the kind of a cloud-based solutions and consulting firms advices, you can actually trace back and bring a better effective supply chain and operations. So like that, many use cases, broader use cases industry is looking at, and that is where the digital is going to play a very important role. Now, the question comes, okay, all this lecture is fine, but how you as an individual need to be innovative and manage these situations? Because in the end, you guys need to participate. Already, I think most of you have joined the companies, and some are about to join, and some may go to the post-graduations in the days. But But as engineering colleges, when we reach our 6th semester, 7th semester, what they teach, right? They teach us couple of things. One is like they put us into internships or they put us into different projects, and why that is done, right? So that is the way to take out the mindset of you being an individualistic person into a team player. And that is why they put you into a kind of a small group activities. And this small group activity is a lifelong activity, okay? It is never going to end. So you have to be innovative. There are a couple of lines which I will tell you, but first thing is you people need to have the right mindset. And to tune that right mindset, it is your responsibility which you need to practice, and then only it will come up. Because most of us, and especially the engineering graduates, we are all left side brain grinds. We are more analytics, we look at formulas, we look at the way, and we say that, okay, this is how it is, and the engineering and analytics data is predicting like this, so it's going to be like this. But to be innovative, that is not going to work, okay? So what we have to do? We have to start using the whole brain. And to make that whole brain work, we have to learn to switch off the left brain and start activating our creative brain, which is the right side. And first thing to do that is when somebody suggests something, we are in a kind of a rejection mode, that is not going to work. So we have to switch off that and start collecting those ideas and put them into a pool, so that the divergent ideas will come into the picture. And once you have the divergent ideas, then start funneling and narrowing them into a convergent view. And convergent view, when you are doing a convergent, you have to put the external constraints, because all ideas cannot be innovative ideas, and you have to work with constraints. And just to give the example, during the COVID period, within 8 months, vaccines came out. And while the vaccine came out, there was a portal, IVIN portal, COVID portal, and also it managed the huge whole India's database of vaccinations, right? These are the ideas which turned into a kind of innovative ideas. So same thing in your business or the sector, wherever you guys are working, create the small groups and start activating those ideas and try to funnel them. So to be innovative as an individual, two, three things. One is switch off your logical brain while coming up with innovative ideas. Put them into an Excel or a notepad, but put them somewhere so that somebody can also see them. Put all possible ideas in the table so that others can discuss on that and share their views on that one, okay? And make sure that your ideas work with the constraints. So during your career or professional journey, another very important thing is individual behavior is going to play a very important role. And how is that individual behavior? Because college has taught you all the technical skills required, and on top of that, a delta of functional skills, okay? But the industry is going to observe you for your behavioral skills. And it is not shown over the day or two, but over the months and years, the behavior comes into picture. So be collaborative, be bold, and be agile. So ABC, agile, bold, and collaborative. And what is agility? I don't have to explain because you people know agile methodologies. But from the behavior perspective, if somebody gives an idea or something is not working, accept the failure and look at the different ideas. On the boldness, we are usually shy to express our ideas, but please take the opportunities to make sure that whatever you are highlighting or telling gets registered, and that is what is the boldness. And after 3-4 times of practicing, that automatically becomes a part of your routine behavior. And the third one is collaborative, and that's why I told about your internships and projects, all those things. So nothing much to say on that one. So these ABCs are going to play very important things. On top of that, one thing is ethical behavior, okay? Because during our professional journey, because your professional journey is going to be very long, there will be sometimes you may face a crossroad of taking a shortcut, but stand that point and decide that is this the right direction to go, or you should take the longer path. And those decisions only you can take, and only you can accomplish that one. So the character shapes the personality, so ensure that the ethical behavior should not become a hindrance over the period of time. And a very important point from the Indian engineering community perspective, we are also very shy in patenting our IPs. Okay, please make sure that wherever or in whichever institute or a company you are working, there is always a knowledge management cell or a IP cell, and make sure that whatever your ideas, they get registered there. And there will be a process, and if it gets qualified for an Indian patent, that is a very good thing. If not, at least company will recognize you. So please inculcate the culture of patenting, or at least putting your ideas to the table. So with that, I would like to conclude by congratulating all of you once again and wishing you a very best. I enjoy the journey, as it is going to be a long journey. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, sir. Your excellent speech on various aspects of end-to-end digital solutions on different forums would have sown many seeds in the minds of our young body graduates to nourish and to cherish in their upcoming professional careers. You are a role model for them. Thank you, sir. As a token of affection and gratitude, may I now request our respected principal to present a memento to the Honorable Chief Guest.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite our principal to initiate the presentation.
Let the graduates be now presented.
Thank you, sir. This is the most awaited memento of acknowledging the talents of our brimming buddies. Now the qualified candidates from the various faculties will be presented. May I now request the Honorable Chief Guest to honor the students with the award of degree. I also request our beloved principal to join our Chief Guest in honoring. I request Professor R. Vithipriya, Head of the Department Biomedical Engineering, to join our Chief Guest for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of the degree in Biomedical Engineering is Kirtana VR. Now, the other candidates will be presented with certificates. Abhirami Tirunavukarasu. Abhirami Tirunavukarasu. Aishwarya. Anto Madonna Shirani, Anu Akilesini, Ashika, Bennett Thomas, Beryl Jesper, Dikshaya, Devashri, Dakshinya, Dhanasekaran Sandhya, Divyashri, Divakaran, Fake Fatima, அவங்க குறைக்க சொல்றாங்க டைம். ஹர்ஷினி, இந்திராணி, ஜீவானந்தம், ஜெஸ்ஸி டேவிட், Kanishka, Kathy Jessica, Kaviyarasan, Kirtivasan, Lakshmi Pavitra, Madan Kumar, Meenakshi, Mohammad Rifat, Maniyaswamy, Nandakumar, Nidhishri, Puvarasan, Prabha, Preeti, Priyadarshini, Priyanka, Raganiveda, Rakesh Sharma, Ratimina, Ritinika, Roshni, Sabita, Sadanand Anand, Saravana Kumar, Saravanan, Sneha, Sneha Priya, Soumya, Subiksha, Sudarshini, Shweta. Yes, Shweta. Uma Devi. Aravindaraju. Balaji. Rishike Balaji. Balasivasuriya. Kirtana. Om Prakash. Soumya.
I request Professor G. Sudhasartham, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of BE degree in Computer Science and Engineering is Shweta M. I now present the other candidates for the award of BE degree in Computer Science and Engineering. Ajay Vikram P. Adavan Alexander. Advin Sanjo J. Aishwarya G. Akilan R. Anantaroban BR. S. Arul Jyoti. Arun Prasad P. Arun Prasad S. Bhagavarani S. M. Bhavya Shri. Okay. Cherguri Shalini. Devanai M. Ilakya B. Okay. Ilakya B. Gayatri B. Jagadish S. Janardhanan K. Jayapardi A. Jeffrey Nicholas Y. Kamaleshwar T. Kavinraj A.M. B. Kirtana. Kripa Harikumar. Lavanya G. Manishankar T. Mitran R. Muhammad Faranuddin S. Narmada R. Nisha Arul Selvi R. Puvili Mangai S.K. Praja S.S. Pranika R.A. Priyadarshan M. Rajasurya C.K. Rivi K.C. Rohit Chandra Kandambet. Rubika M. Salman Khan M. Sandhya R. Sasank Sribashyam. Sharada K. Shibi Rahul S. Shivatmika C. Sindhu G. Sivaraj J. Snegha Sridharan. Shauradrishrida Shargar. Saumya B. Sri Nagul G. Sudan Aditya RS, Tadepalli Shiva Kaushik, Tamilvani S, Tarani Ganesh M, Varsha E, Vignesh N, Vishnu P, Yuvakritika P, Akash VS, Akash Nambi R, Akshaya M, Amir Faisal S, Anushri Keshwaran C, Arunit Baitya, Avantika Patrina A, Bala Vishnu L, Chidambaram G, Deepthi Sri GS, Dhanushram A, Dayanand AT, Dilip Sanjay S, Dilna Finsi S, Guru Krish S, Aham Dabarma, Hari Prasad R, Harshini S, Indumadi M, Indrajit KV, Aishwarya JP, Janani R, Jaya Vignesh R, Jeffrey Banka, Janita Reddy Kurra, Karthik Anand, Kirti Prasad G, Kopeti Joshna, Manish P, Mokshit M, Naveen P, Nitisha P, Nitish Kumar G. Paluri Vishnuvardhan Reddy. Padipadi Prithvi Sai. Purnima Sri P. Pritam B. Ramraj Ram Vardhan. Renuka Devi T.N. Rishita Gupta. Roshni M. Sanjay Prabhakar M.S. Selvapriya K. Sendil Murugan A. Shivesh Karthik P. Srimati R. Sureka R. Suresh Kumar S. Suvalakshmi B. Tendral PK. Vandana V. Vignesh M. Vikasini T. Sona R. Mohana Prashant T. Nitin S. Gobi Shankar G. Lokesh R. Rahul R. Naveen V. Vaishnavi M. Maulishwaran S. Abdul Kaim S. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sirs. And thank you, ma'am. I request Professor J. Kanakraj, Head of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering is Ashwin B. I now present the candidates for the award of BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. RTA, Abhinaya, yes. Ajit Kumar, A. Ambrish S. Aravind Bharadwaj N. Ashwant G.U. Alakesan V. Bonish T. Dinesh Kumar R. Elilarasi R. Gokul Krishna A. Harshita S. Hemalata D. Jyotipriya GP. Kaviyarasi M. Karthik M. Kavya Sudan. Kaushik V. Mahendran K. Manigandan C. Manju S. Muhammad Ismail Z. Mohan Raj K. Muhammad Abdul Qadir M. Muralidharan M. Naveen M.J. Niveta S. Niyaz Ahmad F. Parkavi V. Parthasarathi S. Priyadarshini S.M. Priyan P. Raja N. Rakshina M. Ranjana Priya A.S. Rohit M.S. Samyukta V. Santosh Kumar M. Satya M. Shanmugapriya M. Sneha Sri Amarta. Subhash SP. Suman KS. Shruti G. Shweta A. Tarun Kumar S. Umesh B. Venkatesh B. Vishwarniti. Yalivi. Abhishek Yan. Hemalata Yuvar. Patamatu V. Kavya D. Muhammad Zubair A. Devi Priya A.R. Thank you, sirs.
I now present the candidates for the award of Sandwich BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. First rank holder of Sandwich BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering is Rasiga M. I now present the other candidates for the award of Sandwich BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Ornika N. Abhishek S.S. Afsur Tawfiq Musharraf K. Ashok Kumar N. Atish VP. Benil Bright. Dharmaraj A. Divakar S. Garnet Biggles N. Gogul Charan R. Hariharan K. Indrajit S. Jagadishwaran R. Janani Sri S. Karthik Raja B. Karthik M. Kirti Vadani M. Kirbaharan A. Kishore S. Logeshwin R. Manoj Kumar P. Megha N. Mohan Harivignesh PR. Naveen R. Naveen Kumar S. Naveen Raj B. Pavitra A. Pratiksha A. Prasad Hari S. Praveen M. Priyanka Ravi. Rakesh O. Reshma Madhimita S. Rosini D. Santini P. Saranya N. Savita T. Srivalli K. Sivabalan C. Sneha M. Srivarshini R. Subhiksha Rajan B. Venkata Krishna M. Vijay P. Vashifa S. Archana S. Bharani Raj P. Bharat S. Darshan K. Haripriya S. Ilayaraja T. Jagadish R. Kannan S. Plavio Praveen B. Ronald S. Ebenezer. Sarfaraz Khan A. Venkateshan S. Vignesh S. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sirs. I request Professor V. Krishnaveni, Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of BE degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering is G. Srihari, and he is absent. I now present the other candidates for the award of BE degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Abhiga Sansuri M. Aditya V. Aruna Devi P. Arun Prakash CS. Abhijit B. Balamurugan S. Bhavadarini S. Chandru D. Donlin Lal. Dika R. Gomati K. Gaurishankar G. A kind request to the audience, please. You are requested to maintain silence and to motivate the incoming graduates. We expect you to motivate them in a bigger way. Gaurishankar Ji. Gautam S. Habibullah, Harini V. Hinduja SN. Jayashree V. Kartika AS. Kaviyarasi K. Kavya S. Kirtana S. Karsini S.A. Kishore K. Kaushik R. KB Niklesh. Niroshni S. Nisha D. Nishant A. Nityashree C.K. Nivedita M. Pavitra J. Pranit Kumar P. Tavina J. Priyadarshini C. Priyadarshini V. Purvisha G. Ravi Verma M. Sabarna K. Sri Karthik Mugulati. Salipajita R. Santyamari M. Saravana Muruguti. Sendamil Chelvan J. Sharan S. Shruti Chandrakumar. Somalata T. Sridevi K. Subiksha Raj T. Sudarshini V. Tirumala Harish. Vaishnavi P. Vignesh Khanna P. Vijay Sangamesh M.A. Vikram D. Vishnupriya S. Vishnu Prakash S. Akhilan M. Ajay B. Akash S. Archon K.M. Ashwath P. Besavada Pratik. Chiranjeevi R. Deepa V. Dhanamita N. Dinsurya S. Gokul V. Gokul Srinivas S. Hari Krishna T. Jasper Rebecca M. Jaya Padmapriya R. Jaya Surya J. Karishma Sabragiri. Kavya Shri yes. Kritik D. Kaushika R. Kaushika yes. Lakshana K. Purnima K. Purvika K. Praveen Kumar C. Rakesh R. Rahul R. Rajkishore M. Rajadurai MP. Rajkumar VB. Rakiba Akhtar M. Reshma G. Rohit D. Ropika J. Sandhya D. Saranya L. Satyaseelan M. Sahitya GM. Shalini K. Shankarapriya P. Sharan Sriram M. Sri Gautam S. Sri Abhita Kumari M. Srimati S. Steve S. Subhashini V. Samiksha P. Vignesh J. Vijay Shekhar T. Vishnu C. Premchand SR. S. Balaganesh. R. Shushwant. P. Vignesh. S. Abhirami. R. Arvind Surya. R. Manoj Prabhakaran. A. Nikhil Shanmugam. D. Kirtimalya. And K. Kamalesh. Thank you, sirs, and thank you, ma'am.
I request Professor K. Uma Maheshwari, Head of the Department of Information Technology, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of BTech degree in Information Technology is Ravi Subramanian N. I now present the other candidates for the award of BTech degree in Information Technology. Nanda Gopan N. Abhinaya MP. Abhirami AP. Aditya Harish SM. Aishwarya G. Akshaya B. Annapurna K. Atreya. Ashwin Balaji S. Bharani Devi E. S. Bharat. Bharat Lakshmi yes. Bhavadarani yes. Bhuvaneshwaran R. Chatreshwar GV. Darshini B. Deepika T. Ellilarasan S. Gayatri A. Gayatri S. Gokul Kumar B. Hariharan K. Jai Bharat S. Karthi Vijay Kumar. Kavi Darshini A. Kavya S. Kirtana S. Gokila S. Kritika M. Lakshita R. Magita Shri M. Mohammed Murshid A. Mohana Lakshmi M. Naveen Raj R. Nishant S. Nitin Christopher. Nityashri N. Niveta R. Parikshat Karthikeyan Yellam. Pooja Sri B. Pradeepa S. Preeta P. Preeta SB. Priyadarshini G. Reena Prabha M. Ritesh Nirmal R. Samyukta R. Sanchana S. Santosh Kumar K. Saranya S. Saranya V. Sneha VS. Shankar M. Sharavanan B. Shahrukhan IM. Srihari Sendil Kumar. Tarini Sen. Tarika Sen. Vaishnavi RN. Vaishnavi G. Varsha Prabhu. RN Joshua A. Aishwarya V. Aishwarya Lakshmi B. Ajit Kumar K. Agileshwaran K. Amrita IS. Ananya M. Apurva D. Aswin Raj S. Dinesh Chidambaram P. Hari Karthik B. Hari Prashant S. Hasika Sai Lakshmi R. Hemnath M. Aishwarya G. Janani T. Jauhar MG. Jayavarshini R. Jogishri B. K.S. Navina. Kamalesh S. Kamalnath G. Kartiga A. Kartikeyani S. Keshni P.S. Kevin Paul A. Madhumita G. Mugil Varshini S. Muralidharan B.M. Narmada R. Nelson Manuel P. Nivedita V. Pashumarthi Gopal Rakshit. Pranav A. Pratiksha S.M. Praveen P. Prem Kumar R. Priyadarshini S. Priyadarshini S. Priyanka S. Raghunath Yash. Rohit S. Roshini A. Sandhya A. Sangeet M. Saranya M. Srinika M. Shweta R. Sri Ruban S.B. Sridhar Sriram. Subiksha R. Subiksha T. Sujay Bharat P. Sunil Karthik B. Supreet T. Suresh S. Sushidharan P. Swarnarobini R. Vishnupriya K. Ram Varun. Gautaman M. Gopi Kumar S. Naveen G. Rishika M. Arun Kumar S. Vijayan C. Srikanth VP. Muthuleshwaran M. Rajesh LS. God Live Anthony. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sirs.
request Professor J. Arun Shankar, HOD, Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of BE degree in Instrumentation and Control Engineering is Sri Harshni P. I now present the other candidates for the award of BE degree in Instrumentation and Control Engineering. Aditya P. M. Abhinaya. S. Aishwarya. S. Akshayasri. Anita Arul Selvi I. P. Anuj. A. Arun. T. Balagautam. P. Bhargavi. B. Deepak Prakash. K. K. Arya. K. Dhanashekar. B. Divya Prakash. R. Gautam. V.T. Harish. Harish Madhuravel B. V. Harshita. Hevardhini ML. US India. Janani J. Jayavarshini US. Jabamale Stella Abina. Jokesh R. Kavi Darshni B. Kalayarul S. Kamali D. S. Kribashri. T. Kritik. Yes, Manoj Babu. S. V. Meenakshi. R. Mohana Veeralakshmi. S. Muttu Vignesh. R. Narmada. A.V. Ovia. S. Pranesh. S. Purvika. Prem Kumar. S. Ramapriti. S. Ranjit. J. Reshma. Riti Sabarina. Rohit Raj. Sangeeta S. Sanjay Siddharth, MJ. R. Sharat Kumar. K. Shakti Bharat. Shanaz Fatima RS. Sri Sahitya S. K. Sri Mitra. K. S. Srinath Gokul. B. Sriram. H. Sundareshwaran. S. Surya. R. Swati. Varalakshmi M. V. Varshan. V. Hariharan. R. Tarun Srinivas. P. Parvati. And M. Shalini. Thank you, sirs.
I request Professor B. Vinod, Head of the Department of Robotics and Automation, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of BE degree in Robotics and Automation Engineering is Mahavidya Y. I now present the other candidates for the award of BE degree in Robotics and Automation Engineering. Aarti A. Abhishek S. Abhik Nemo. Andre Prasad AA. Anusri KM. Artika Maria Roy G. Askaf B. Bharat Krishna G. Chetan S. Dinesh Kumar S. Ganesam Leela Saran. Gogul D. Gokul P. Jayant Akash BE. Jivanandam MB. Karpaha Ganesh B. Karthik Valliyappan C. Lakshmi Shashank Gotumukala. Lishwar K. Madhavan P. Manju M. Maulidharan S. Muttamil Arasu RMI. Nikita S. Puvarasan K. Praveen Jiva P. Priyadarshini G. Ranjit Kumar E. S. Sriram. Sanjay S. Sanjay Johnson W. Sanjay Kumaran S. Santosh Kumar K. Saravana Kumar K. Satyamurthy N. Shahid Ghaffar. Sriram R.T. Sriram R. Surya Prakash L. Sushmita G. Sweta C. Tamil Arasan M. Tamesh N.R. Tyanagi M. Vasant Kumar S. Vignesh R.M. Vikram R. Vinula Parvatavartini R. Vishal A. Yogesh Krishnan M. Gautam Prasad B. Dinesh Kumar S. Jai Gautam S. Srinivasan B. Dakshineshkar N.R. Thank you, sirs.
Now we have completed the undergraduate degree program's presentation, and now the postgraduate candidates are presented. I request Professor G. Sudha Sadasivam, Head of the Department Computer Science and Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of ME degree in Computer Science and Engineering is Priyanka S. I now present the other candidates for ME CSA. T. Aravind, Babu Vignesh, C. K. Karunya, Manovikasini D. R. Nivedita, Sivaranjani MD, Prabhalakshmi R. Merin Matthew, M. Shanmugapaya, P. Shruti, Zinagashia R. K. N. Yogalakshmi. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
I request Professor J. Kanagaraj, Head of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of ME degree in Applied Electronics is Nikita M.S. I now present the other candidates for the award of ME degree in Applied Electronics. Neetu Vashant MS, Vaibhavi P.
Now we will move on to the ME degree in Embedded and Real-Time Systems. The first rank holder of ME degree in Embedded and Real-Time Systems is Vijay Sagar B. Now we present the other candidates. Anamula Murali Mohan Reddy, Geetanjali R, S. Kavya, PG Kausalya, Narayani Priyadarshini NP, S. Praveen, M. Sasidhar, Sri Vignesh T, Evangeline A, Joseph Kurian, Nivita Varshini K, Sanjana Devi M, Sara Priti M. Thank you, sir.
Now we will move on to ME degree in Power Electronics and Drives. The first rank holder of ME degree in Power Electronics and Drives is Marishwari A. I now present the other candidates for the award of ME degree in Power Electronics and Drives. Annamalai N, Aravind Babu R, Harita K, Hemant S, Madhumati M, Samson Paul M, Satish Kumar S, Sivapriya A, Surya Kumar S, Surya Prakash RM, Vasuprada K, Veera Manigandan C, thank you, sirs.
Now I request Professor V. Krishnaveni, Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to join the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of MA degree in Communication Systems is Rishabhavartini P. Now I present the other candidates. Aram Kannan S, Nivedita D, Ramesh S, Ram Binnavan JS. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Now we will move on to MTech degree in Nanoscience and Technology. The first rank holder of MTech degree in Nanoscience and Technology is Sreena R. I now present the other candidates for the award of MTech degree in Nanoscience and Technology. Gogula Krishnan K. Lalita Pigai K. Nisha Virginia S. Sankita S. Sanchana Sankar. Soumya Roshni I.
Now we'll move on to the ME degree in VLSI design. The first rank holder of ME degree in VLSI design is Manisha CM. I now present the candidates for the award of ME degree in VLSI design. Gayatri S. S. Kumar. Nihar Ahmad Fatima A. Nishantini R. Srimati R. Gaurav Sneshal Das. J. Haresh. A. John Samuel Ebenezer. M. Rahul. Tanganyana Janaf R. and K. Harish Babu.
Now we will move on to ME degree in wireless communication. I now present the candidates for the award of ME degree in wireless communication. Abhishek R. Niveda S. Dharani Priya K. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, madam.
Now we'll move on to the ME degree in biometrics and cybersecurity. I request Professor K. Umanaheshwari, Head of the Department Information Technology, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of ME degree in biometrics and cybersecurity is S. Bhuvaneshwari. I now present the other candidates for the award of ME degree in biometrics and cybersecurity. K. Vishnupriya. S. Prakashini. S. Pranesh Kumar. K. Shanmugaraja.
Now we will move on to MTech degree in information technology. The first rank holder of MTech degree in information technology is Dharani RS. I now present the other candidates for the award of MTech degree in information technology. Aditya M. Prabhavati T. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, madam.
Now we'll move on to the ME degree in control systems. I request Professor J. Arun Shankar, Head of the Department, Instrumentation and Control Engineering, to join for the presentation of certificates. The first rank holder of ME degree in control system is Praveen Paul P. Now I present the other candidates for the award of MA degree in control systems. Arul Melissa. Ashwin Vedamurthy NPN. K. Hemavardhini. V. Kodishwaran. P. Subhashri. And R. Ranjit Gabriel.
Thank you, sirs. I request all the candidates rise for the pledge to be administered by the principal.
The principal administers the following pledge and the candidates will repeat the same.
We shall, in thought, word and deed, ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession and shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our college. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of our fellow members and shall devote all our energy to promote the unity and integrity and the secular ideal of our country.
The principal then says and administers the following pledge and the students are supposed to listen.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the principal of PSG College of Technology and member secretary of the governing council of PSG College of Technology, I admit you as graduates of PSG College of Technology, for which you have qualified to receive the degrees of the university, and in token thereof you have been presented with these certificates.
Thank you, sir. I request all the graduates to resume their seats. On behalf of the PSG management, the principal, faculty members and staff, we congratulate all the graduates of electrical and allied engineering programs of batch 2022. Indeed, we are proud of you. Yesterday's hard work yielded today's celebration. Tomorrow is waiting with challenges and opportunities to test and reward your individuality. In this continuous journey, we hope You might proudly look back on your days at this esteemed institution with due fondness and pride. We wish you all to reach greater heights in your life ethically. Good luck.
I invite our principal to conclude the proceedings.
I dissolve this award ceremony.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the management, principal, faculty, staff, and graduates of PSG College of Technology, I wholeheartedly thank the chief guest, Mr. Shri Vallabha Kulkarni, Senior General Manager, Mahindra & Mahindra, for accepting our invitation in spite of his busy schedule and honoring us with his presence. Very kind of you, sir. We greatly value your time and efforts.
We also thank all the parents, guests, invitees, and media personnel for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. Heartfelt thanks to our deans, HODs, controller of examination, faculty, and staff for being with us this evening to share the joy of the occasion. We would like to express our sincere thanks to wardens, general maintenance, and AVE staff for their help and support. Our special thanks to all the faculty members of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering for well coordinating this event. Thank you one and all.
எனதருமை மாணவ செல்வங்களே, தாங்கள் அனைவரும் ஏழ்மையிலும் நேர்மை, கோபத்திலும் பொறுமை, தோல்வியிலும் விடாமுயற்சி, வறுமையிலும் பரோபகாரம், செல்வத்திலும் எளிமை, உயர்ந்த பதவியிலும் பணிவு என்ற 7 வகை நற்குணங்களோடு ஒப்பற்று உயர்ந்து நிற்க இந்த பூசாகோ தொழில்நுட்ப கல்லூரியின் ஆன்றோர்களின், சான்றோர்களின் மற்றும் பேராசிரியர்களின் உளமார்ந்த அன்பும் ஆசியும். நன்றி. I request everyone to rise for the national anthem. We request the audience to remain standing till the dignitaries leave the quadrangle. We are happy to invite you, all the graduates and the guests for the dinner at the men's hostel. Students and guests, please join for the dinner in the venue as mentioned in your dinner tokens. Please use the foot-over bridge to reach the hostel arena. We invite all the deans, HODs, faculty coordinators from the various departments and faculty members of ECE